Okay.
I had a laugh at. I had a cat, some cats,
Yeah.
Italian cats,
Yeah.
dogs,
A dog.
that girl named Bear, and another one named Rusty, and I
Oh, you
had a
had
rabbit
Oh.
here,
Okay.
and
So,
a rabbit too.
Allison, you've had a lot of pets.
And they gone.
Okay. Well, you see, Andy there has his dog
That's what-
Siggy with him. You see right there.
And I know she told me we had to go with the dog died.
Yeah, Susie had a dog. I have 2 cats, which I cannot find right now. I don't know where they went, but they're here somewhere.
Are we gonna play a game? After this, are we gonna play a game?
Well, so we're gonna play a game. We're gonna play Jeopardy, but first, so I don't know if you all know Kimberly Orr. She does stuff with us. She does stuff with the Sunday school with First Trinity, and she is also a veterinarian. So she couldn't be with us today. She was going to be at a wedding. So instead, she prepared a video. And so she's going to talk about what a vet does, and she's going to talk about some different animals. So here, I'll share my screen.
Hi there. You know me. I'm Kimberly. I teach Sunday school at First Trinity, and I've certainly seen a lot of you at Lifeline events. And so it's National Pet Week, and I'm gonna give you a presentation about what a veterinarian is, because I am a veterinarian, and I thought it might be kind of fun to go over some stuff with you. So recently I went to Tennessee, and I was able to see my 2 little nieces, Vivi and Emmy. They're there with me, and then also because I'm a veterinarian, of course I have pets. I have a dog and a cat. The cat is Shine. The dog is Oliver. He is Cavalier King Charles puppy, and he's about 8 months old. Then at the bottom, I have just a story. If you like to read about veterinarians, this is about a vet from like World War II in England, but it's really, really good series. They did like 2 TV series on PBS. It's called All Creatures Great and Small. It's a book. I think they have like 5 books, and the author's name is James Herriot. And then he also wrote a nice little book on little stories of like different animals and stuff. So his name wasn't really James Herriot. That was like the name he used to write his books. And when I was in vet school, one of my friends actually went to England and was able to go to his clinic. I'm not sure that she actually got to meet him, but she actually got to go to his clinic. So it's National Pet Week, and we get to celebrate all the pets in our lives. And you can see there's very many different types of pets: birds, fish, dogs, cats, and sometimes people even have like pigs and sheep and goats as pets. But we're going to talk about a bunch of different types of pets and how we can be good pet parents. So, what is a veterinarian? Well, a veterinarian is just a doctor for animals. But it's not just a doctor for dogs and cats. You can see all kinds of animals here: birds, sheep, wild animals, zoo animals, snakes, fish. When I was in vet school, we learned how to take care of a lot of different animals, like sheep, goats, horses. It would keep you very, very busy. Well, sometimes you may think that like the only place you can find a veterinarian is like in a clinic in the city. And like this is District Vet Clinic that my friend Dan owns, and he owns like several clinics. But he does it mostly small animal, and I'm not sure, but probably birds and things like that too. But also you can find a veterinarian out in the country. This is a cattle chute where if you've got to like give a cow an injection or a vaccination, you run the cow through there, and then it like holds them steady, and you can draw blood or do whatever you need to do. Sometimes veterinarians are in the zoo, like taking care of little pandas. I was a veterinarian in the Army. What I did was I took care of military working dogs and then soldiers' pets, and also we did some food inspection as well. So Army veterinarians have a really fun job. And we get to go all over the world. And also we have veterinarians in the ocean. We have people who are marine mammal vets, and they take care of animals in the ocean. And then we also have horses at the racetrack. We have vets at the racetrack because this Saturday today is Kentucky Derby Day, the first race of the Triple Crown. And so there'll be a lot of people in Lexington, Kentucky at Churchill Downs for the race. Well, veterinarians have to know a lot of things. We have to know how to take care of dogs, cats, horses, cows, birds, ferrets, hamsters, gerbils, parakeets, rabbits, all these things. So you don't just go to school for a couple of weeks to learn it. Normally, to become a veterinarian, people start off with college. Yeah, I did. All the minimum requirements that you have to have, like chemistry, biochemistry, physics, a lot of really hard classes.
Look.
And your grades are really, really good. And you have experience with the vet and done all these things, then you can apply for veterinary school. So sometimes before people go into veterinary school, they study things like animal science or biomedical science or biology, because you need to have a lot of sciences to study a lot of science before you go to veterinary school. Once you get in veterinary school, it's usually most schools are 4 years. And we get like our first 3 summers off. So you have 10,000 applicants a year for about 3,500 seats. Some people apply to multiple schools. There are around 31, maybe 33 schools in the U.S. We're getting new ones from time to time. So think about like 30 veterinary schools and about 180 medical schools. So it's much harder to get into veterinary school than medical school. Sometimes you can get like a doctor of philosophy at the same time as you get your veterinary degree. That's a lot of extra work. And then some people go on and they do internships or residencies because they want to be
And Drea.
be like a specialist.
Drea.
Like
See Drea one like on my book.
dermatologist, veterinary ophthalmologist, you have people special in equine medicine, like horse medicine. You can do all kinds of specialties in veterinary medicine. Most people go, once they graduate from vet school, they are ready to go to work. And so then they go work in a small clinic, a small animal clinic, or a large animal clinic, or they may go out on their own. But there's, or like me, they may go work for the federal government. But it's a long process. It's usually about 8 years. If 6 years is the quickest you can do it. So these are where the vet schools are. I think this only has 31, but there's another one in Texas at Texas Tech where I went to college. It's going to have a veterinary school. And then Texas A&M where I went to veterinary school is the other one in Texas. So there are about 33 all over the country. But as you can see, they're not all in a lot. Some states don't have any, and some states have more than one. So if you're in a state that doesn't have a vet school, then you have to hope that your grades are super good so you can get into a school of a state you're not a resident from. And so just to show you, these are where all the medical schools are. So you can just see, that's a big difference. Like 30 versus like 179. So it's really hard to be a veterinarian. So when you take your pet to the veterinarian, just know that that person went through a lot of training to learn to take care of your pet. So if you don't have a pet, you may wonder, well, hey, what happens at the veterinary office? What do they do? Is it like when I go to the doctor? Yeah, it really is. So a lot of times sometimes you just take your pet in because for like a yearly checkup, in which case they'll take their temperature and they have to take it in their rectum. So you have to be a little bit careful about that. They may check their poop to a fecal sample, check for worms. Check their ears and their eyes, check for like infection or any kind of cataracts or eye trouble. Check their teeth to make sure they don't have a lot of tartar. Sometimes we have to do a dental. We have to like scrape the tartar off their teeth. Check the heart to make sure the hearts are good. My dog Oliver, his breed has a lot of heart problems, so he's got a very good heart. All his parents had very good hearts, but we're always keeping an eye on his heart. We check the skin because sometimes dogs can have like fleas or ticks or just some kind of like irritation where they've been scratching. And usually once a year they may get a vaccination for something like rabies or canine distemper or feline distemper. So your dogs and your cats generally get vaccinations once a year, sometimes a little bit longer. But puppies and kittens need to get vaccines about 3 or 4 rounds before they become a year old. If the animal has a problem, the doctor might might do some blood work and some x-rays, maybe an ultrasound, just the same as what would happen with us. And then there's some routine medications animals take. Dogs usually take heartworm medication because there's heartworms in this area. And so you can give them a pill once a month that prevents the heartworms. Otherwise, they get these actual long worms growing in their heart, and it makes it very hard for their heart to work, and it can be deadly. So if you have a dog, you definitely want to get it checked to make sure he doesn't have heartworms. And then once you know that, get them on a heartworm medication. There also is flea and tick medication, which can be used to keep fleas and ticks off your dog and cat and out of your house and off of you. Sometimes animals need surgery, and you can see like there's a surgery going on there. And they use the same kind of similar machines that are used in a human hospital. Same kind of like sterile procedure, all those same type of gowns, all those instruments are like sterilized in an autoclave. So veterinary medicine is quite a lot like human medicine. It's just we take care of animals. So if you have a dog or a cat, you might wonder, well, are you thinking about getting one? Like, well, what do I need to do to take care of a dog or a cat? Look, there's my little Oliver. There's Miss Jennifer with one of her cats. This is my neighbor's dog, Sumo. He is a Beagle Bulldog mix, and he is just incredible. So cute. There's Jennifer's cat. And there is Pastor Wendy's cat, who is drinking out of a glass of water to remind us that our pets always, always, always need fresh, clean water. And that means not just don't put a bucket out and not change it. You need to, change it every day to keep it fresh, because sometimes stuff will get in there. So they need fresh, clean water. Dry food is usually best. Not much people food. You can use some canned food. There's some food that's like they call raw, which is more just kind of moist. So the main thing is you want to give them like a good quality food, like Purina or Eukanuba or your canine. You should just ask your vet what they suggest, and you want to make sure it has like good quality protein and not just feathers and stuff for the proteins. For your dog, for your pets, you want to brush their coat, trim their nails, and dogs have things called anal glands, which probably you'll get checked up at the veterinarian. But if they're right around their little rectum, and if they get full, then you might see them scooting on the carpet. They can also scoot on the carpet if they have tapeworms. So if you see them scooting on the carpet, it's probably a good time to go get a checkup. Both dogs and cats need yearly vaccines and checkups, at least a checkup. And then some of the medication we talked about. And we all need exercise, plays, and walks. And it's just attention. They need to know that they're loved. And so cats like to play too. They like to chase a ball or chase a laser pointer. Oh, they love to do that. And for a cat, it's very important that they have a clean litter box. Because if their litter box isn't clean, they may decide to go to the bathroom somewhere else. But it's just not dogs and cats that can be pets. So we're going to go over a couple different types of animals that could be pets. Rabbits. When I practiced, I had a couple that came and they had a rabbit, and I think her name was Princess. She was trained to use a litter box. She was sweet, cuddly, loved her human parents. But rabbits do have like some dietary needs. They need hay, fresh water, and fresh veggies. Whenever you pick up a rabbit, you have to support their back legs, because if they kick out with their legs, they could really injure their back. They need to run around several hours a day, so they can't just be kept up in the cage. They need to be able to come out and run around and just, be petted and have attention to. Now, rabbits' teeth are always growing. They never stop growing. They grow about 1/10 of an inch. Was it a month? I'm not sure, but they're always growing. So you need to keep an eye on their teeth. If they're not eating the right kind of food, sometimes their teeth can get too long, and then you might have to take them to the veterinarian to have their teeth kind of filed down. I'm not sure exactly what kind of bunny this one is, but a Holland Mop is a really cute little bunny. These are small little bunnies, and they have like the ears that flop down. I think they're really cute. So like I said, it's just not dogs and cats that can be pets. This is my niece, Emmy, and my sister-in-law, Summer. And when Emmy was 5, they got her a pair of baby goats. Goats, I mean, and they were cute, but goats take a lot of, they still take care and effort. Now, this is a baby alpaca, so that's another small ruminant. So goats, sheep, llamas, alpacas are what is called the small ruminant. And some people use them for pets. Sometimes people use them to make milk. Sometimes people use them for meat. And then sometimes use them for like fiber, for wool. All small ruminants need fresh water, hay, feed supplement. They also need yearly checkups. There are some vaccinations for them. Often they need to be dewormed because it's easy for them to get parasites from being on pasture. And they need some kind of shelter, just like a little hutch or something out of the wind. It doesn't have to have like 4 sides, depending on where you live. But they definitely need some place to go where they can get out of the sun and out of the rain. So small ruminants can be used for like I said, for dairy. So Nubian goats, these are used for, they're dairy goats. The Boer goat is a South African goat, and they're used for meat. And I mean, you can get like milk or meat from any goat, but some breeds are like just bred for that. And then the Angora, you've heard of it, Angora wool. So that is a fiber breed or a wool breed, one who's bred just for their wool. So then let's talk about reptiles. Some people keep reptiles for pets. I've certainly taken care of a few reptiles. There's geckos, like the gecko gecko, a corn snake. Some people keep snakes, and a bearded dragon. That's another type of reptile. These are all reptiles that people keep. And some of the things that they need heat and special lighting because they need to stay warm. Usually going to keep them in something like an aquarium. And you want a tight fitting lid because like, especially corn snakes, your escape artists are going to be out and be all over looking for them. Some of them actually have to be fed mice or insects. And usually you can go get like already dead mice to feed your snake, but you have to be willing to deal with that if that's what you want to have. Some reptiles can live over 10 years, so they can be a pet for a long time. And some of them are people. People love their snakes. People love their geckos. You can You can find almost any kind of animal being a pet. But these three, a gecko, a bearded dragon, or a corn snake, if you're thinking about getting a reptile, these are like probably easiest ones to manage, are good starter reptiles. But again, it does take, you need to have like probably like a heat rock and all sorts of stuff. So you really have to read about the specific needs of the animal before you start. Okay, here's some, I have actually had fish and birds. If you want to just start off with something really easy, there's nothing easier than a goldfish. In beta, also formerly called Siamese fighting fish, are really great too. You can only have one male because they do fight. So they're easy because you can have, they're small. You can have them like a small little glass, and as long as you change your water frequently, you'll have a fish, just a beautiful fish for a couple of years. So the goldfish and the beta, they can just like be out in a bowl. But the other kind of fish, in an aquarium, they're going to need kind of probably like a heat lamp to keep the temperature regulated. They're going to need like an air pump to have like oxygen added into the water. You've got to use water that's been dechlorinated. So when you change the water, when you clean the tank, you have to have water ready to go back that's had the chlorine out of it. And there's drops for all that. Fish are good for your blood pressure because look how beautiful they are. These are guppies, and I've raised guppies. I've had guppies and neon tetras. And that's a zebrafish right there. I love aquarium fish. Now you can also have birds, which I've had some parakeets. One which I've raised by hand, and they're really sweet once you raise them by hand. There's parakeets, little blue and white little budgies, really cute. Cockatiels, which are a little bit bigger, and unless they're hand raised, they're not necessarily going to be very affectionate. And then like your parrots, like African gray parrot. You have to watch out for the parrots or the macaws, the big birds, because they have really strong beak and they can bite your part of your finger off if you're not careful. If you have one that's like a pet and it's tame, it's fine. But if you're especially dealing with a colony of like wild macaws, you have to be very careful. They need to have like fresh water, formulated bird seed for their breed, and they usually also like little something like to kind of keep their beak sharp. They need sunlight and fresh air. If they're hand raised, it can be really fun. And parrots can talk, and some live 50 or more years. So the bigger birds live quite a while, and it's something you'll have around for quite a while, as opposed to a parakeet, which you'll have for a couple of years. So some people, horses can be used for work, on a farm or a ranch. They can be raced, and they can also just be pets. So I thought I'd talk about some of my favorite horse breeds. This is the Appaloosa. It belongs to a Native American tribe in Idaho. And some of their characteristics is they have spots. There's a horse called a paint, which looks like big splashes of paint, but Appaloosas are spotted. They also, like, their eyes have a little bit more white than normal when you're looking at them. And they have some like pale stripes on their hooves. So those are the breed characteristics. Sometimes they're like all white with black spots. They're very beautiful. And there was a exhibit once at the Museum for Indians of the Americas that talked about the Native Americans and their the way that they worked with their horses. And what they're doing with the Appaloosa now, that tribe, the Nez Perch, they are trying to go back and recreate an animal that looks more like the original Appaloosa, and they found some like other other horses like to breed to try to get back to like a more typical Appaloosa, because they've been crossed with thoroughbreds and quarter horses, and true Appaloosa is a pretty stocky little horse. And one of the great things about that is that they're using the youth of the tribe to work with the horses. So that's a really great project that's going on. Someday I hope I to go to Idaho and see them in person. Like, you can get an Appaloosa anywhere, but I just think it would be cool to visit the origin of them. Arabians, that's the original horse. They're like 5,000 years old. They're just absolutely beautiful. They have what's called a dish face. It's very chiseled. They just have like the most beautiful head of any horse you'll see. And they're great endurance, right? Because they were desert animals. So they can, they could, you know, they're great for like trail riding or anything like that. They're absolutely beautiful. Then another one of my favorite breeds is the Lipizzaner. When I was a kid, there were some that kind of toured the U.S. and we got to go see them. So they're famous for what they call airs above the ground. You see how high off the ground this horse is? But there's a Spanish riding school in Vienna, Austria, where you can go see them perform. I was going to try to do that one time, but we ran out of time. So we ended up going by the stud farm outside of Vienna. And you can see all the little babies are dark, dark, dark. And all the mamas are white, white, white. The older they get, they're born a dark color. And then as they get older, they turn into like a beautiful gray white. I mean, they're cute as a button when they're dark, but it's just they're going to change into their coat's just going to lighten up. And there's a movie called The Miracle of the White Stallions, by a Disney movie, about how in World War II these horses were in real danger because of all the fighting in the area, and General Patton and some other American soldiers went in and were able to rescue them and to conserve the breed. Because they're just absolutely beautiful. If you ever have a chance to see these horses perform, they do all the jumps, then they do all these like amazing pirouettes, and they're very beautiful. I happen to love horses. Horses are, they say that the outside of a horse is good for the inside of a man, and I really believe that. Horses, you just have to, you have to be cautious. You have to know what side to approach them from, not startle them. But horses can really be affectionate pets too. And I'm very fond of horses. I also like cows. I don't think I have any cow breeds here, so sorry about that. But if you're interested, let Jennifer know and I'll find you all kinds of information about cows. Cows are cool too. So then I thought, well, let's talk about some of the popular dog breeds in the country. So here we have a Labrador Retriever. I think that was like number one. I think this is the AK. This is from the American Kennel Club, their list for like 2021. French Bulldog, cute, cute little thing. Not very good in the heat because they have that little smush nose, but very, very cute, very popular. Well, Golden Retrievers, one of my favorite breeds. Just Goldens and Labs are just great family dogs. My top two breeds are German Shepherds and Cavalier King Charles. It's really hard to find a dog finer than a good German Shepherd. So I've shown you some of the popular dog breeds, but then there's some very interesting dog breeds too. So let's start with the Basset Hound. I mean, you probably are familiar with that, but that's just a super cool dog. They're famous for their long floppy ears, and they're low to the ground. Their nose is very accurate. They actually related or probably descended from the bloodhound. And then somehow they got some genetic things that made their legs shorter. So now they're like low to the ground and they can like really sniff. And they were rabbit hunters. So basset hounds are pretty cool dogs. They howl. They can really howl a lot, but they can be pretty sweet. There's a dog that's the Commodore, and it's a Hungarian dog. And so the plural of Commodore is Commodorot, which you would never figure that out, right? So can you see how big this dog is? It's like they can weigh over 100 pounds. They're Hungarian. Now, it's a sheepdog, but it's not a sheepdog in that it herds sheep. It takes care of the sheep. So with that coat, it kind of blends in with the sheep. And then if a wolf or something attacks the flock, the Commodore takes care of it, scares it off. And their coat is corded. It looks like dreadlocks. And that's the way it stays. And that way it looks like a sheep. And also it's really hard for a wolf or something to get a good bite on them because like there's so much wool, so much like hair to get through. So they're really super cool dogs. They're Hungarian. And then there's a little shorter dog called a poodle that has the same kind of coat, but they're not nearly as big. I have a friend who shows dogs, and she told me about this Portuguese Podingo Pequeno. And I believe that just means small Portuguese dog. There are, I think, 3 different sizes of Portuguese Podingo. But I just adore these little things. These are, they stay under 13 pounds. And as you can see, they have 2 different kinds of coats. They have the wiry coat, but man, this smooth coat, I just think that is one cute little dog. And they're rabbit hunters. So those are just a couple of interesting dog breeds. At the end, I'm going to give you the address for the American Kennel Club website. And you can just go spend all day looking at all the different breeds because they have some really unique breeds. Some you've never heard of, I guarantee. But some that, for every breed listed there, there's someone who's passionate about that breed and trying to either keep it going or make it better. So the American Kennel Club has a lot of interesting information. So after all this, you're thinking, oh, I like animals. What can I do? What can I do to help? Well, there's all kinds of things you can do. You can volunteer like at an animal shelter. Maybe you have a neighbor who needs a dog walk. And if that doesn't work, you can put out bird seed. You can plant bee-friendly plants like bee balm and lavender. You can start a butterfly garden. And if you're thinking about a pet, well, I suggest you start with something easy like a goldfish or a betta fish. But remember, there are all kinds of fish: hamsters, gerbils, guinea pigs, rabbits, cats, dogs, parakeets, lovebirds, parrots. And in Japan, sometimes they make pets out of beetles. I don't know. Anything it's just whatever we get, we want to take care of it properly and learn about it and, treat it with kindness. So in case you're interested and you want to learn some more, I have some references for you. Here are, if the AKC, you can find out all about different dog breeds. Because it's National Pet Week, on the AVMA, the American Veterinary Medical Association, which I'm a member, on their website, on this link, they have information for pet owners, like 7 different days of lessons on things that you should know about pet care in general. I told you you can walk a neighbor's dog. I also want you to be very careful anytime you approach a dog you don't know. Because it's not something it's easy for me just to sit here and talk to you about. This video is very good. It actually, it does an explanation, but then it actually shows dogs, and you can decide whether you would approach them or not. If you missed the first one, I did too, don't worry about it. If you're interested in an aquarium, this is a good place to just learn about how to maintain a freshwater aquarium. And it also tells you like goldfish and betta, what I consider like the two easy fish. If you like to know about cat breeds, Purina has a site where you can learn all about the different breeds of cats. And if you're thinking maybe you like a rabbit, there's some information how to care for a rabbit. There's all kinds of information out there. But whatever pet you get, there will be a veterinarian involved at some point, probably. If it's because even like rabbits and parakeets often go to the veterinarian. And even if it doesn't, it's a veterinarian is a good resource to have because they know a lot about the animals and they've had the training. So this was me, Kimberly, telling you about National Pet Week and what a veterinarian is. Remember, a veterinarian, it's also called a vet, and it's just an animal doctor. Not all veterinarians take care of animals. Some of them do like public health work. But a large majority of them are in a clinic or out on a farm, or maybe they're a mobile veterinarian. A large animal veterinarians have a truck, and then they have like a kit on the back, and they just take all their stuff with them. If they have to go take care of a horse or a cow. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're having a great time. I wish I could be there with you. I have a wedding I have to go to this time, or I would definitely be on the line with you. I hope everyone's fine. I look forward to seeing you all again. Hopefully I can like roll up for praise worship service sometime. And hope everyone has a good week.
All right. Thank you. So Allison, I'm going to ask Allison to unmute. Can you unmute yourself, Allison? Yeah, there. Okay. So I thought that was fun. I think she did a good job of sharing a lot of information with us. Does anyone want to be a vet?
I said she did a good job.
Yeah. Do you want to be a vet now?
The vet?
You want to be a veterinarian? You want to be a veterinarian?
You see the vet?
Yeah. You want to be a veterinarian?
Okay. The veterinarian is, yeah, keep the dog clean and feed the dog. If you have a rabbit, feed a rabbit.
Yep.
Like your dog, and you feed a rabbit and dog. You gotta keep them clean.
Keep them clean, keep them fed.
And take the dog for a walk. It was a nice day. Is that a nice day?
That's like, I think you have it. You're ready.
Keep the dog in the house. If it's not raining, if it's sunshine out, or if it snows, don't take them out no more. When they get rid of the rain. So the pet meat, keep them clean, feed them, bathe them.
Bathe them.
Just like what's president was, everybody here. He's mom said, then Christmas let them move down. Church, yes, we dog. I had a rabbit.
You had a rabbit?
And, yeah. In my apartment. It was right. It was nice.
So are we guys? Is everything
then I had a rabbit. My smile was sending me out like this. Then I said, Allison, don't truck your rabbit. Yeah. And I gave my rabbit to my friend Selena. And the rabbit scratched me. I gave my friend Selena. But with a rabbit animals, I think I'm not getting no more rabbits. Because they probably had trouble. That is trouble. They're messing in your house.
So Allison, they do poop in the house. Allison, are you ready to play Jeopardy?
Is King there?
Yeah, she's here. Are you ready to play some Jeopardy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Greg's going to share his screen. Because I think we need to make sure we get Kimberly has to leave us. Kim has to leave us soon. So Greg's screen.
Okay. We're clear. I'm ready. I'm ready for Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Okay, we got Jeopardy.
Greg, we can't hear you.
There we go.
There we go.
You ready?
You ready to play Jeopardy?
Yes,
I'm
Gwen.
ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Andy's ready.
Yep.
I'm ready too.
Okay. Susie, Ryan, you ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
Too.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Okay. Everyone's ready. Okay. So, because it's pet month, the categories all relate to pets.
Except
So
for
we have name the band, which are these are songs that are by people or bands that are pet related. And then we have pet trivia.
Mm-hmm.
We have baby animals, fictional pets, and moms in the White House because it is Mother's Day. So I guess it's a combination Jeopardy, combining pets and mothers. So, Allison, which category do you want to start with?
Mother's Day, we have Pat Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, moms in the White House. Okay. Who is Malia and Sasha's mom?
Mother's Day.
No, so this is
That's,
somebody who lived in the White House. This is a first
Oh.
lady.
That's
Who lived in the White House? Whose
White House.
daughters?
President,
What was that, Ryan? Did you have a guess?
Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama is the guess. And yes, there it is.
Yeah.
There is Michelle
Nice one.
with her
Michelle
two
Obama.
daughters. Okay.
Yeah.
husband too.
So Ryan, what do you want to pick now that you got that one right? What category?
Animals, fictional pets. Okay. Which one do you want? Name the right band, pet, trivia, baby animals, fictional pets. I have to go with baby animal.
Baby animals. Okay.
Hey, bro, I'm making this money.
What is a baby goat called?
A goat.
No, I don't think it's a goat.
No,
A horse.
I know.
A horse. I bet the horse.
Andy, yes, Andy?
Is a baby goat called, what is a kid?
a
What
kid.
is a
A
kid?
child. No.
Yes, it's a kid.
Yes.
Called a kid, not a child. Oh,
Yes.
Called a kid. That's
That
kind
was
of confusing, isn't it?
Definitely
To
confusing.
call a goat a kid.
Go a kid.
It's called a kid.
Okay. So Andy, what category do you want to pick from?
Alex, I'd like name the band for 400, please.
Oh my gosh, we're going right to the big. Okay, so we're going to listen. Everyone's got to listen to the song and figure out who is the name of the band.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I know. The band.
I know.
Baby.
Easy. Take it easy.
Yes, Andy.
Take it easy.
Yeah, that's the name of the song. That's good, Allison. But what is the name of the band who's singing the song?
It's a band. It's a part of all.
It's a animal name.
Oh, a sheep.
No.
Called a name of an animal. Name like a
Andy, what is it?
a
Who
bear.
are the Eagles?
Oh,
That's right. It is the Eagles.
sorry.
And I don't know if
Eagles.
you guys saw it, but the
Eagles.
American Eagles in the
American
National
Eagles.
Arboretum just had a baby. There's an eagle cam where you can watch this. You could watch this
Yeah.
baby get hatched and grow up, and they
Yeah.
just checked it, and it looks like it's healthy, and it's going to be a strong new eagle.
Oh,
Very exciting.
You do.
Okay. So let's see. How about we'll go back to Allison. What category do you want, Allison?
Number 2.
What category? You want moms? You want to do another moms?
No, with the animals. Like the favorite
Baby-
animal.
Baby animals?
Yeah, the baby one.
Baby animals. Okay, baby animals. What is a baby rabbit called?
A rabbit. It's a rabbit.
What's another word for a rabbit?
The rabbit. The rabbit came.
What about the Easter what? The Easter what?
He's a bunny.
It's the bunny.
Bunny. Bunny. Yes, it is called
my
a
goodness.
bunny.
Oh yeah.
How cute.
Wow. Those are pretty tiny.
Yeah.
Pretty tiny. Okay, Jennifer, since you got the, which category do you want?
Let's do pet trivia for one.
Pet trivia for one. Okay. What pet is said to have 9 lives?
No. A dog.
No.
You know
No,
what
what's another?
it's not a dog, it's a what?
Rabbit.
No, rabbit doesn't have 9 lives.
Oh,
What animal does have 9 lives?
tiger.
The rabbit.
No.
That rabbit.
A cat.
A cat, Ryan. Yes, I think that's right. A cat is said to have 9 lives.
Maybe 8 after that picture.
Yeah.
That's a scary
I
cat.
don't know.
Looking cat.
Okay, Ryan, what do you want to, what category do you want to pick now?
In the band, pet trivia, baby animals, fictional pets, moms of the White House.
Mom's at the White House.
Moms in the White House. Okay, we're going for our Mother's Day category. Who is Chelsea's mom?
Chelsea mom.
Chelsea.
Oh, you talking about her name is
She also,
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton. Yes.
Yes.
Very
Nice,
good.
Ryan. Nice one.
Very nice.
You got it. Good.
So,
Good job.
okay. You want to pick another one, Ryan, since you got that one right?
Name the band, pet trivia, baby animals, fictional pets, moms in the White House. Which one?
I stick with Mom's in the White House.
We're going to stick with Moms in the White House. Okay. Who is twins Jenna and Barbara's mom? So this first lady had twins in the White House.
White House. Michelle Obama.
No.
Before that, who was the first lady before Michelle Obama?
She lives in England.
England.
No, she lives in Texas, I think.
Oh, she lives in Texas. Oh yeah, Barbara Bush.
There we go.
Bush.
Ryan. Right.
Well,
One of
But
them.
What's the
Better
daughter?
close.
Bush's wife's name.
Hillary Clinton.
It's Laura. Laura
Bush.
Bush was the,
That's the one.
There are a lot of
Bushes.
Is she
There are a lot
Elmo's
of-
mom too?
She's named after
a lot of Bushes. Yes, that's right. Also mother of Elmo, apparently. So,
I did not know that.
okay. Okay, Allison, what do you pick a category again? So,
Let's see. Number 4.
number 4 for moms in the White House? You want that one?
May as well finish it.
Okay, that way we'll finish it. So this is the last.
Last question.
Who is Amy's mom? So this is going back for some of us. This is going back in time. Who?
Amy Bush?
No.
Amy
Bush.
Her father was
a daughter's name.
her father was a peanut farmer. Do you know that?
A farmer.
Her father was the peanut farmer. You remember who was the president?
He's from Georgia. This president is from Georgia.
Louisiana? Louisiana?
This was hard. This is hard.
This one Jennifer really stumped. I think she
Oh,
stumped
I got it.
everybody here.
Rosalind.
Is Rosalind.
Rosalind. That's
Yeah.
Amy.
I don't think Amy would appreciate using that particular photo either, Jennifer.
No.
That's not really.
No one was good in the 70s. No one was
No.
The Red Riding with the purple cape.
Right.
Yeah, and those glasses aren't helping anybody either. So, okay, Jennifer, since you stumped everyone, you can pick a
Let's do
category.
fictional pets for one.
Fictional pets for one. Okay, so these are fictional pets. What Great
Dog.
Dane solves mysteries with his friend Shaggy? So this is a cartoon dog. Who is the
Ruh-roh.
cartoon dog?
No, Shaggy is the person. What is the dog's name? You should know that one. You used to watch that one.
Ruh-roh.
Someone makes sense.
Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Scooby-Doo. Yeah, that is right. Scooby-Doo.
There he is, the Great Dane.
Yeah.
Shaggy. And that's Scooby.
Okay, that's right.
Velma and Daphne.
Oh, wow. Andy getting extra points there.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan, what category, since you got that one, what do you want to choose?
Pet trivia, baby animals, or fictional pets.
House fictional pets.
Fictional pets again. Okay, we're going to keep going since you did so well on that. What cartoon cat loves lasagna and hates Mondays?
I know who
A
this
baby
is.
cat.
Now, this
No.
cat has a name. It begins with a G.
Oh, with a G.
Yes, this is a cartoon cat.
Character.
That
Carrie.
Name.
Carrie. Carrie.
Garfield.
no,
Garfield.
G.
Garfield.
Garfield.
Coffee.
Garfield.
Coffee.
Garfield the cat. I don't know. Is Garfield still
Yeah.
in the
Let me go
cartoon
right-
pages, Jennifer? Or is that
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
still getting into trouble? Okay. Let's see. We haven't heard from you for a while, Allison. What category do you want to try?
See.
We have name the band, pet trivia, animals, baby animals, and fictional pets.
Baby animal.
Baby animals. Okay, let's see. What is a baby horse called?
Horse.
A
Baby horse.
baby horse.
Baby horse is like a small horse.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It
that's
starts-
right.
Starts with the letter F.
Horses
A letter F.
Oh, is that S?
F.
Oh, you say
You're not.
I
Maybe this
don't
might be
know.
hard. This might be too hard.
I think you've stumped people. It is a foal.
Fold.
bull.
Hard one.
That's a hard one. That is not a word you use in everyday life, I don't think.
Yeah. No.
Okay, Jennifer, since you stumped everyone, pick your category.
Let's finish out baby animals.
Baby animals. Okay, let's see if it's, what is a baby duck called? Baby duck.
A monkey. Yeah, donkey.
A duck. There you said it. Duck.
A duck.
Duck.
Donkey.
Duckling.
Close. Close. It is a duckling.
Duck.
A
A
duckling.
duckling.
I mean duckling.
Yes.
Ducklings.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Allison, try another. So we've got what's left are name the band, pet trivia, and fictional pets.
A best trivia.
This one.
Pet trivia. Okay. What is the most popular pet in the United States? What do more people
Like
have? What pet?
Cows, pigs. What do you think?
A dog.
Dog. Allison goes with dog, and she is right.
Right.
There are
Yeah.
Nice.
48 million
Yes.
dogs. That's a lot of dogs.
But probably more than that. 140 million homes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see, Andy, you haven't gone for a while. You want to pick a category? We've got
Yeah. How about I like name the band.
name the band. Okay, we'll work our way up. So we'll start with number 3 here. So you got to listen to the song and see if you can. This time it's a singer, not a band. It's an individual singer. So let's see how you do.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Pigs try to get at you. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like
Snoop
it's hot.
Dogg, I heard.
Nice.
Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like
Nice.
Drop it like it's
Yeah,
Nice job,
you are right,
Ryan.
Ryan was right on top of that with Snoop Dogg.
Snoopy Dog.
Okay,
Oof.
Ryan, what do you want to pick? So we've got name the band, pet trivia, and fictional pets.
Which one do you want? Name the band, pet trivia, fictional pets. Which one?
Name the band.
Name the band. Okay, we're gonna get everyone start. This is another band. Are you ready here? See which band is singing this song. Susie's got it.
Susie.
Yes, that's right. It is the Monkees.
Nice one, Susie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
You got that
I
right.
think I just read that Mr. Naismith here in the end just passed away. I think that was,
Oh.
All right. This one.
yeah, still going strong. Okay, so Susie, so you've got name the band, pet trivia, and fictional pets.
Fictional pets.
Fictional pets, okay. What collie dog often saves his boy Timmy from danger?
Lassie. Lassie.
Lassie.
Lassie.
Yeah, I think I have a feeling poor Brian and Allison had no chance with
That's right on that one.
that's kind of
Oh,
that's an old school category if there ever was
Oh,
one.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
Lassie.
nasty.
Okay, Allison. So we've got 3 left. We've got name the band, pet trivia, and fictional pets. What would you like?
The band.
Name the band. Okay, here's our last. Gotta listen to the song.
with a little love and some tenderness. On the water,
I know.
Andy knows.
That is a funny answer.
Okay, what is it? What is it, Andy?
Who are Hootie and the Blowfish?
Yeah,
Hootie and the Blow.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Did not recognize that at all. I like Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh, that's funny. That's a funny one.
I think
Hootie and the
Darren, this is what, Darren
Rucker.
Richter?
Rucker.
Darius Rucker.
He's gone off in his own,
Right.
moved on, but anyhow.
Yeah, and he lived in
Okay.
Charleston. He lived in Charleston for a while. I don't know if he's still
Oh,
there.
yeah, they're a Charleston
Mhm.
band. I think that's right.
Mhm.
Okay, Andy. So we've got pet trivia and fictional pets.
Let's close out fictional pets, Alex.
Fictional pets. Okay. What cartoon cat has a love-hate relationship with Jerry the Mouse?
There's a mouth.
What's the name of that little cat?
Somebody and Jerry.
Yep.
Tom and
There you
Jerry.
go, Allison.
Tom.
Yes.
Tom
Yeah,
and
you know.
Jerry.
Nice job, Allison. You did it.
Very good.
Excellent.
I just want to know for the record that I can't believe we have fictional pets and there is no Snoopy. How can you not be doing?
You haven't finished.
Snoopy?
You haven't finished the pet trivia category yet.
Oh, okay. So I
Go
should.
ahead.
Hold my complaint.
Don't denigrate me yet.
Okay, so we're gonna do the last two in pet trivia.
Okay.
What kind of dog is Snoopy?
Scooby-Doo.
Snoopy the dog?
What kind of dog is he?
What kind of dog is he? Got a
is
big
he
nose.
German Shepherd?
No.
Oh, I know.
What kind of dog? Look at him. What
Scooby.
kind of dog is Snoopy? What
He's
A German Shepherd.
kind
No.
of dog did you have? Your dog?
I had a mixed breed.
Okay. Snoopy. What kind of breed?
All right.
Yeah.
One part of
Okay,
whatever.
the
Floppy ears.
Yep.
It's a what?
floppy ears. He's a beagle.
Floppy ears.
Oh.
A
Beagle.
beagle. Yeah, your dog had floppy
It's a
ears. She
beagle.
got
That was a
Yeah.
beagle. Oh.
Okay, so we have one last question in pet trivia. Let's see if we can figure it
Okay.
out. What does a snake shed a couple times a year?
In the
His,
water.
his skin.
Can't say that.
His skin.
His
So
skin.
skin, Ryan is guessing skin. And yes,
Yeah.
Nice.
there you go.
Good one, Ryan.
Coming out great. Great.
Quite a
Yes.
photo there too of
Yeah, that's right.
shedding the
That's a good one.
skin. So,
I'm glad I never had pet snake.
okay.
Aren't you late?
So we have
Oh no, I'm good. Not me.
Nice
we have
job.
successfully finished trivia for this
Okay.
month.
Okay.
So, does anyone have any pet stories they want to share? Talk about a pet?
The pet story.
I think that Ryan had what you showed the pictures. Ryan had his pictures.
You want to show your
We've
picture?
seen Andy's dog Ziggy, who's napped very calmly through this whole thing. And there we go. What was your dog's name, Ryan?
What was your dog's name? She's asking you.
Foo.
Foo. Oh, love, like little bunny
Yeah.
Foo, like the song. So
Yeah.
anyway, I
That's
hope you all had a good time today. I know we all love our pets, right? Obviously.
Yes. Wait a minute. It's not over.
I'm sorry that my cats didn't make an appearance. I still don't know where they are.
Any other time they're there. We see them on the sofa across you.
Yeah, not today. But thank you very much. Thanks to Kim for all of her wonderful interpretation today, as always. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
our next thing, we're talking about African American music appreciation. So we're going to focus on African American music next month. So,
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
all right. So thank you.
All right.
Very much. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Say bye,
A lot
Siggy.
of fun. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's it. Bye.
All right.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.